Okay, so in this video, let us discuss the CodeChef DSA learning series. This problem is called compilers and parsers. So basically, there's a lot of information given which is very much unnecessary. Basically, what is this question? We will be given a string which contains these characters less than and equal less than and greater than symbol. Length of the expression will be this much, and basically for every less than character we should have a greater than character. So for every character like this we should have a character like this. You can relate this problem to that opening bracket closing bracket problem, but what is effectively asked, so this symbol must always have a corresponding symbol somewhere, and each of this symbol should have exactly one of this symbol. So these are some valid strings, because you can see here there are two symbols like this and two symbols like that, so it's matching. Similarly over here it's matching till here, then it's matching till here. So basically this entire string is matching, but these are not matching. So what do we have to do? We have to tell the length of the longest prefix which is valid, or if there is no valid prefix we should output 0. So we discussed this case. Let us discuss this case. Over here there is no valid prefix because the starting itself is this symbol. If the starting of the string itself is this, then the answer will be 0. You cannot have this as the starting. So basically how to solve this? It is something like the matching brackets problem only. So maybe you can use stack, but if you do not want to complicate things, I can tell you a better way. Before that, let us discuss this case. Why is the answer 2 for this case? So the question was this. See, there is only one less than symbol. But there are 3 greater than symbols. This less than symbol is matched with this greater than symbol, and after that this is all useless. So the answer will be 2. So this is the problem, and as I said, it's something similar to the matching brackets one. So let us look at the code. First of all, take the input string. Let us keep a variable x initially 0. Let us run a loop. Let us traverse through the string. Whenever we get a less than symbol, that is whenever we get this symbol, let us do x plus plus. And whenever we get the other symbol, the greater than symbol, whenever we get greater than symbol, let us do x minus minus. If x becomes less than 0, then we have to break. Why? Let us take this example. I shall show it for this example, okay? Let us take this. So x is 0 over here. Sorry, x is 0 initially. When it comes here, x becomes 1. When it comes here, because it is this symbol, x will decrease, it will become 0. Because it is this symbol, it becomes minus 1. As soon as it becomes negative, we need to break out. This will be the longest prefix, longest valid prefix. So whenever x becomes less than 0, we need to break. And if x is equal to 0, we need to know when it became 0, right? We need to know when it became 0. For that, I have used a variable called count. Count is basically telling me when x becomes 0, because x can become 0 multiple times. For example, let us take this case. Let us say the string is this. X is initially 0. When it comes here, x becomes 1. When it comes here, it becomes 0. When it comes here, it becomes 1. When it comes here, it becomes 0. Because for this symbol, I'm doing x plus plus. For this symbol, I'm doing x minus minus. We can see here 2 places x has become 0. So my count will initially be 0. But when x becomes 0, my count will become 2. Because count is I plus 1. And then my count will become 4. So I want the longest prefix, right? That is why I have to keep changing count as and when x becomes 0. Because as and when x becomes 0, that means it is a valid prefix. Basically, this means it is a valid prefix. So I have to just output count. Count will represent the length. This will represent the length of the valid prefix. We can take a last example just to help you understand. Suppose we take this. Yeah, suppose we take this. X is 0. Let us traverse through the string. We get less than symbol, so x plus plus, less than symbol, x plus plus, greater than symbol, x minus minus, less than symbol, x plus plus, x minus minus, x plus plus, x minus minus, and x minus minus. So at last we get x is 0. So count will be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My count will be 8. And this is the answer. Length of the valid prefix. In this case, the entire string is a valid prefix. So the answer will be 8. So I hope you got the problem. If you want, you can pause the video and take a look at the code. Just input the string, keep a variable x. When you get less than symbol, increment x. Otherwise, decrement x. If x becomes negative, break out. Why you should break out when x becomes negative? It means that it is no longer a valid prefix. When x becomes 0, it means that, if x becomes less than 0, it means that it is no longer a valid prefix. And if x becomes 0 at any time, store the length in a variable and ultimately print that length. So that's all for this video. I hope you understood this problem. I shall be making more videos on the DSA learning series. Thank you for watching. Bye.